Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. Why this book has transformed millions of lives. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly build wealth, while others struggle their entire lives? Have you noticed how people with similar levels of education and intelligence can have such drastically different financial outcomes? Why do some individuals go from broke to millionaire in just a few years, while others stay stuck despite working hard their whole life? The answers to these questions are found in one of the most influential personal finance books of the 21st century, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, by T.Harv Eker. This isn't just another book about budgeting or investing. It's not filled with charts or complicated financial advice. Instead, Eker digs deep into what he calls your money blueprint. That's the subconscious programming you received in childhood about money, wealth, success, and your place in the world. He argues that unless you change this inner script, you'll always find a way to sabotage your financial success. And people are listening. Secrets of the Millionaire Mind has sold over 2 million copies and been translated into more than 30 languages worldwide. It's been featured on the New York Times bestseller list, and its author, T.Harv Eker, has taught hundreds of thousands of people at live events all over the world. Why the buzz? Because this book gets results. It's simple. It's blunt. It's powerful. It breaks down money into mindset. And it gives you actionable steps to shift from a scarcity-based, fear-driven life to one of abundance, confidence, and wealth. Eker teaches that rich people think very differently from the poor and middle class. He identifies 17 specific ways the wealthy think differently. And here's the kicker. He believes anyone can learn to think that way. This book is divided into 2 parts. Part 1 explores the mental programming, what Eker calls the roots, that determine your financial results. Part 2 introduces the wealth files, 17 key beliefs and habits that rich people practice every day. From taking full responsibility for your life, to embracing risk and managing fear, the book challenges you to think, act, and live differently. You're not just learning tips. You're being asked to rewire your brain. This is why readers return to this book again and again. It's a wake-up call. It's a blueprint. It's a mirror. And for many, it's a turning point. Now, before we dive into the powerful lessons of Part 1 and Part 2, let's get to know the man behind this book. Because the story of Secrets of the Millionaire Mind is also the story of a man who went from broke to millionaire in less than 3 years. Let's turn the page to Chapter 1, titled, Who the Heck is T.Harv Eker, and Why Should I Read This Book? T.Harv Eker doesn't come from money. He wasn't handed a trust fund. He didn't have connections or Ivy League degrees. He started out just like millions of others, struggling to pay rent, bouncing from one failed business to the next, wondering why success always seemed just out of reach. He had drive. He had hustle. But he didn't have results. At one point, he tried over a dozen businesses, and every one of them flopped. But everything changed when he began to observe how wealthy people thought and behaved. He noticed they had a different relationship with money. They weren't afraid to talk about it. They didn't complain about it. They didn't resent those who had it. They studied it. They respected it. They attracted it. So Eker made a radical decision. He would reprogram his mind to think like the wealthy. He started reading, attending seminars, journaling, and most importantly, taking bold action aligned with his new beliefs. What happened? He opened a fitness retail business with just $2,000 in seed money. In just 2.5 years, he had built the company into a multi-million-dollar enterprise and sold it for a huge profit. The difference wasn't luck. It was his mindset. This realization became his mission. He wanted others to break free from the same financial traps that held him back for years. So he created seminars. He began to teach, and people listened. His workshops exploded in popularity. Thousands attended. Then tens of thousands. He boiled everything he learned into one core idea. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. In other words, your financial reality is the direct result of your beliefs about money. If you believe money is bad, you'll subconsciously avoid having it. If you believe rich people are greedy, you'll unconsciously sabotage your own success. If you believe you're not worthy of wealth, you'll never keep it. Eker teaches that you must upgrade your internal blueprint, the subconscious file system that runs your life, if you want to see lasting results. This chapter is part autobiography, part confession, and part invitation. It says, "Look, I was just like you. I failed, I struggled. But I figured out the game. And now I'm showing you the rules." He doesn't claim to be a guru or a genius. He says he's a student who learned some powerful lessons. And now, he's passing them on to you. This chapter sets the tone for the rest of the book, because it establishes credibility and trust. You know where the author came from. You see what changed for him. And you begin to believe. If he did it, maybe I can too. This is why so many people resonate with the book. It's not theory. It's not fluff. It's lived experience. Real change. Real growth. And it all starts with a shift in how you think. If you've ever felt stuck with money, if you've ever wanted to change your financial future, if you're tired of working hard but never getting ahead, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind might be the book that changes your life. Start with Chapter 1. Let Eker's story inspire you. And then, be willing to look in the mirror and ask, what's my money blueprint? Because once you change your mind, you can change your life. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button. Leave a comment below. Subscribe for more summaries and mindset content. Thanks for watching. Now go change your blueprint.